is our men's. Tonight we take on College of the Siskiyous in a special evening where we are here both to open the season and to celebrate and enjoy the life of Victor Martinez. Our players, staff are all wearing shirts monitored with VM8 in honor of Victor, and tonight when we reach the 8th minute of the game, we are going to pause and we ask that you stand, celebrate, and cheer as loud as you can to help us celebrate the memories and the joy that we had with Victor. And now, let the 2023 season begin.
Good evening, sports fans. Working on the fly here. Just got done with the women's match. And now we're getting set to bring you the Ospreys and Eagles and men's soccer action. We're glad to be along with you, bringing you the action along the line. Jim McCoy here on the call, along with Johnny McCoy on the camera. Both these squads, this has kind of become something of a ritual between the two teams. Living a couple hours apart, they can get together and get some of the rust off. And both coaches, Coach Kephart and Coach Millick, get an opportunity to look at their teams. And now we're going to go ahead and jump right in, wearing the dark blue jerseys are the Eagles, and the Ospreys in their home whites. Putting it away, playing goalkeeper, is Giovanni Rodriguez. Just had a birthday this week. Ospreys on the attack. And up line it goes. Elias Castro forward trying to run on it. He's met there defensively by Yahir Alani. And the Ospreys with their first corner kick of the match. Taking care of the honors will be Noe Cortez, midfielder for RCC. So first set piece of the season. A lot of new faces on this team. Here to traffic it goes. It is cleared away by the Eagles. Race for the ball. There is Juan Diego Boteo for the Ospreys, and then Morgan Robson for the Eagles. In case you missed it earlier, the RCC women playing for the first time in over 1,400 days, or nearly 1,400 days. 3-0 winners against the Eagles. So a clean sheet and 3 goals. Nice first effort out for the team. Feed goes in, and on it, trying to make a move towards the net is Elias Castro, cleared away by the Eagles. The unmistakable thud of when opposing feet get on the ball at the same time. It ends up out of bounds, and it'll be a throw for College of the Siskiyous. Eagles, like their women's team, their men's team is coached by Ed Kephart and assistant Jake Leifer. Meanwhile, defensively for the Ospreys, running back for RCC is Jaden Cameron. Little collision there. Falling to the turf is Cortez. And there's Cody Brinkerhoff, one of the returners for RCC. He wore number 6 last year, wearing 18 this year. Distinctive look with that red curly hair. Was a key player on the team last year and will have an even bigger role this year. Upfield it goes, trying to run up on a little foot race to the ball. We've got Cameron, then a shot up and over the crossbar. Taking a little bit of a hard fall there for RCC. Castro. That'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. For COS, Alfie Snow with the ball. Snow, one of a handful of players from the United Kingdom on this roster. They'll dish it up the far sideline. Elias Castro. He'll knock it back for Tucker Johnson. Johnson, one of the new faces on this Osprey team. They'll switch it right for Jaden Cameron. Cameron works it middle, nobody there. Kind of split the difference between a pair of RCC players. Ball in the air. Ospreys get a noggin on it. Now deflected up in the air. There's a little rainmaker. It'll fall to the turf. Take a couple hard bounces off this artificial surface. See a little contact there between a pair of players. Snow and then Reese Fletcher for the Ospreys. Fletcher there. He'll cross it. Switch it over. And Gabe Tapia there. Ospreys on the move, and they bag one. RCC opens the match with the goal, and they take the 1-0 lead. Dan Martinez knocking it home. How fitting on the night that we honor his younger brother that Martinez, wearing his brother's old number 8, the sophomore, puts it in the back of the net as the Ospreys take the 1-0 lead. So some excitement in the ranks, and as Darren Van Len mentioned, we got players from the other programs. Obviously, the women are here tonight, coming off their match, and then the Osprey volleyball team is also here in attendance tonight. Nice to see each of the teams supporting each other. Giovanni Rodriguez, Coach Millick, telling Johnny earlier, doing a diamond formation this evening. Over the years, a coach not adverse to switching things up depending upon what he has for personnel. I remember last year at one point doing a 3-5-2 formation, making use of wing backs. Meanwhile, a battle for the ball right there, and throw goes to the Eagles. College of the Siskiyous out of Weed, California. It has not been unusual over the years to see athletes from the Rogue Valley ending up down that way, especially prior to RCC instituting athletic programs. Alejandro Mickey Redondo wearing number 7 this evening, playing a midfield spot. And here in the 8th minute, that round of applause in honor of Victor Martinez. 8th minute of the game. He wore number 8 as a member of the Ospreys squad this last season. Mentioned his brother Dan scoring the goal earlier here in the match. Victor passed away after a months-long battle with colon cancer at just the age of 19. But Victor, a very beloved member of our community, well known for faith, family, and a love for the game. So tonight we remember Victor Martinez. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been able to know him. Cody Brinkerhoff with the ball over on the right wing. Weaving his way off a defender. Elias Castro, number 14, works it back for Juan Diego Botello. Tucker Johnson with it. He's number 25. He's just right there backing up around the 50-yard line. This pitch doubles as a football field and is home locally to the St. Mary's Crusaders and the Cascade Christian Challengers, a pair of local private schools. Dan Martinez with the ball. Dan, Victor's older brother. Jaden Cameron works it upfield. Brinkerhoff trying to run on it, but not before the goalkeeper is there. Gregory Oliver from Hall Cross Academy in Doncaster, United Kingdom. The Eagles have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players from across the sea on their roster. Coming up on 11 minutes complete in the match. Cameron with the ball. Working it dead straight up the middle. Castro had it for a moment, but it is broken up by the Eagles' Alani. Both teams expending a lot of energy. Looking like a bit of a track meet out there on the pitch this evening. We'll switch it over. Alfie Jenner with it. Another Brit on the College of the Siskiyous roster. It's interesting the connections that some of these programs have with programs or coaches from other locales. Those of you that follow Osprey's volleyball know well that there's a definite Hawaiian flavor on the RCC team. Cameron looking like he wanted to dish it off for Botello. Botello not seeing it there. Snow calling for it off the sideline. Back deep for the Ospreys. That'll go back out of bounds. Dan Martinez running towards it. It'll be a corner kick now for the Eagles. Ball loose. And that will work its way harmlessly to the sideline. It'll be a Siskiyou throw. Snow with it. But there to break it up for RCC. Noe Cortez. We'll switch it left side. Johnson with it now. Feeding it up the sideline, but the Eagles will get to it first as Hunter Hill taps it out of bounds. Hill from Wairika High School. Kicking it away, Alfie Jenner for the Eagles. Rodriguez fields it on a hop. Redondo goes left side. Dan Martinez over there. Work it back to the keeper. Rodriguez steps into it, but that'll end up out of bounds. He kicked it over in the direction of Martinez. Redondo trying to run in on the takeaway. Back in traffic it'll go. Trying to run up on it is Elias Castro. Now doing a little shake and bake is Benjamin Chandler. Part of that English connection. Redondo out of Eagle Point with the rock. Cameron. Quick ball movement. Switch it over. Jenner. Upfield he goes. Looking in the direction of there with number 20 for the Eagles. That is Morgan Robson. But they're breaking it up is Reese Fletcher. Fletcher, one of those guys defensively, guy like you have on your back line, not afraid to mix it up. Brinkerhoff with it. Works it for Redondo. Goes center with it to Cortez. I try to get the through ball to Cameron. Cameron going to try to run up on it. And he fires it. But they're playing a high line, and there to field it is the goalkeeper, Oliver Gregory. Almost halfway through the first half, and if you missed it, Dan Martinez, on a night where we're honoring his younger brother, ends up getting the Ospreys on the board first to give RCC a 1-0 lead. Speaking of Danny, going to try to run up on it there. Battle for the ball. Little slide tackle there. And there, a shot by Alfie Snow. That clears the crossbar. And it goes out of bounds. Fletcher for Botello. Now a race to the ball. Cameron, fleet of foot, runs upon it. He'll take a shot, but good work there by the goalkeeper. Ospreys with another look. And over the crossbar it goes. Looking in, you can see a little bit more smoke in the air, but right now as things stand, they're saying the air quality index at 99 stays under 150. We'll be in good shape. Cloud cover has taken a little bit of edge off of the heat as the afternoon has turned to evening. Brinkerhoff on it. Now to Cameron. Cameron pushed off the ball. A little protestation there from Snow, but that's part of the gamesmanship, right? Actually, that was Alfie Jenner on it. Referee, Jenner. Little conversation. Fletcher will return it to his goalkeeper. Rodriguez We'll give it a good strong boot. Downfield it goes. It is met by Alex Lopez. Interestingly enough, Alex Lopez, product of North Medford High School. Battle for the ball. Brinkerhoff, a little frustration there. Siskiyou's cleared off the back line. Martinez there to try and meet it. Well, we're just talking with Van Len during halftime of the women's game, and just, a two-year school, it almost seems like you're always in a perpetual state of evolution as far as personnel is concerned. What you're hoping is, though, is that you put in place a culture that players want to be a part of. So here with the Ospreys this evening, there are a few returning players like Fletcher, Brinkerhoff, Redondo, Rodriguez, but a lot of new faces on the squad this season. Martinez didn't play last year, but it was part of the team that made it to the Final Four in NWAC competition back during the 2021 season. And he, other than the coaching staff, and Coach Millick, the lone remaining connection to that squad. Redondo steps in front of it, breaks it up, works it for Cameron. Almost halfway through the first half of play. Brinkerhoff. And he'll take the return from Castro on the little give and go. Goalkeeper Oliver Gregory likes to play it up high. And it looks like we've got a little discussion right now going between the lead official and the AR. And a free kick for RCC. Looks like that's Castro down there that's going to attempt the kick. Martinez kicked into traffic, deflected away, cleared by the Eagles. Meanwhile, Castro dumped off to the side by an Eagle player. After all of that, Eagle throw. Keeper will switch it left side. Jenner can't quite get to it. So Cameron will take care of the throw for the Ospreys. Attempt by RCC. beat by Gregory. Once again, out of bounds. Have a little bit of a lull in the action here. Brinkerhoff trying to run up on it, apply a little pressure. Siskiyou keeper gets it out of there. Try to feed it inside, but it is broken up. Cortez, one of the new guys for the Ospreys. Upfield it goes, there in the center. Taking it is Cortez. Now a quick free kick. But the Eagles get it back. Now getting set for the Siskiyou throw. There's Snow. You work it back to Edric Morioki out of Wairika, sophomore defender. White switches it over. Alfie Snow up the sideline to Derek Chavaria out of Gresham. On the move, Snow going to take a shot, have a look. Bounces into the arms of Gio Rodriguez. Rotello, now Cortez with it, going to try to get there before it gets out of bounds. He gets there. Up the right wing. Shake and bake through traffic. Martinez gets a foot on it. And again, talking about weird hops, it hits the turf and then bounces back towards the field of play. Gregory kicks it back into action. Redondo there. Now Benjamin Chandler who's in the match. Rodriguez with the left boot. Redondo. Johnson. And the call will go against the Ospreys. Both players who were in on that collision, both of them down. That's Cortez for the Ospreys. The Eagle player sitting up now. And I think this is probably just one of those moments where it'd be well served to go ahead and take a quick timeout. So while they tend to the injured player, we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
The injured Eagle is Yahir Alani. He makes his way off the field. And now we'll get ready to resume play. So Alani and Cortez both off the pitch now. Call will go against the Ospreys. Getting set to kick it is Lewis White. From a place called Waterlooville, United Kingdom. Through ball upfield, goalkeeper there for the Eagles. Not bashful to play a high line. And then depending upon the quality of your goalkeeper, if he can do that, he can really be frustrating for the opponent. Redondo, back to Cameron. Windy Saturday evening here in the late summer. Had a little bit of everything today. Had fairly decent air quality early in the day, then some heat. They're driving in, getting ready to do the women's match, and had a little bit of rain for a bit, and heard a couple little thunder bumpers, and that all settled down. Got some cloud cover. And the smoke is a little bit more of a factor as the winds kicked up than it was earlier in the day when the air quality was actually pretty decent for most of the day. Getting ahead on it there for the Ospreys, Gabe Tapia, playing one of those center back spots. With a diamond formation, Rodriguez would have like Tapia to one side of him, Fletcher to the other. And then on the outside of Tapia, over on the wings, you have Martinez and Cortez in the middle and Cameron. And then Botello and Johnson a little bit further forward. And then Redondo, and then up front, Castro and Brinkerhoff. A 4-4-2 diamond. Coach Millick in his 9th season here with the program, and a little bit of a tussle there around the ball. But during that time that he's led the program, he's gone with a number of different looks, formations, and sometimes he's used multiple formations within a season. Put together a couple excellent seasons in the spring of 2021, and then in the fall of the 2021 season, the Ospreys ended up making it to the Final Four in Nanawa competition, and that included a big upset along the way against a program that hadn't lost in years. So they've had their moments. One of the big stars on that team, Joel Surratt, now at Cal State Dominguez Hills, and he also plays some USL ball during the summer. Over on the left side it goes. Snow with it. Back there to contest for the ball, Noe Cortez. Jenner gets a touch on it. They're breaking it up. An Osprey defender. Well, we'll switch it and see a couple funny hops there, and Augustine Mateos there trying to run up on it. But to no avail. Also see into the match for the Ospreys, wearing number 10. Lucas Houghton. Another sub coming on, wearing number 19 for RCC. Aiden Winters, out of North Medford. Attended school at Oregon State for a period of time. Now back in the game. We are coming up on 39 minutes into the first half. We'll have a little stoppage time. Ospreys on the Dan Martinez goal lead in the match, 1-0. As we get the Ospreys season going a little bit, and they head up to Bellevue, Washington to play in the NWAC friendlies. Great opportunity to kind of see what's the competition is looking like up north. Running up on the ball, number 17 for the Ospreys is Edgar Lopez Ramirez. RCC going to regroup a little bit. Long ball there by Rodriguez. You'll hear Valdivinos into the match. He's number 3 for RCC. The Eagle back line, Hunter Hill. Cameron dumps it back for his goalkeeper. Gio will send it out. It ends up a little bit wide. Then a long kick out of the back, and that'll end up sailing out of bounds. Edric Marioqui, wearing number 21, trying to run up on it as Lucas delivers it back for Valdivinos. And I'll work it over on the far side. And into the corner it goes, and it will be Eagle ball. Gregory, service out of the back. Yeah, I'll go back to his opposite, Rodriguez. Stepping in front of it. An Eagle defender. RCC gets it back. Valdivinos with it. Over on the sideline. And it'll be Siskiyou ball. Nolan Geller wearing number 24. See him in the lineup defensively for the RCC Ospreys. So we're getting our first look at him as the first half winds down. Try to feed it in there for Snow. It is cleared out of the back. Lucas with the ball, but it is broken up by the Eagles and DJ Fossaway. Dangerous moment there for the Ospreys, but Rodriguez able to get it out of there with a minute and change to go in the first half. Winters trying to run up on it. Challenging him is Alonzo Campos. Valdivinos sends it skyward. Lopez Ramirez in the general vicinity of the ball. I say general in a very generous sense of the word. Fletcher getting set to do battle there with Chavarria. RCC spending a lot of time in their defensive third, but no worse for wear. Managed to answer every challenge provided by the College of the Siskiyous. Winters can't quite get there in time for RCC. Eagles go on the attack. Valdivinos there to break it up. He'll send it over for Winters. Winters quickly upfield. Lucas can't quite get there in time, and it's College of the Siskiyous with possession. No sooner than I say that, Winters able to deflect it. Around the horn they go. Out of bounds, and now we're into stoppage time for the first half. Rodriguez taking his time. He's got Cameron over there. Cameron goes to the turf. Trips over the feet of Maro Yokwi. Here with the free kick, Edgar Lopez Ramirez. Lefty boot, sends it over to Cameron. Cameron's going to cross it. Looking for Fletcher. And the whistle sounds. That will end the first half of play. After 45 minutes plus, it is RCC 1. The College of the Siskiyous Eagles, nothing. We will take a timeout, and then we'll be back with a halftime report right here on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular Prepaid, our plans have no extra fees, like our lowest priced unlimited plan at just $40 a month. So don't get surprised by other providers and their extra fees. Plus, with our unlimited plans, you get your choice of a free Galaxy A14 5G or Moto G Power. With US Cellular Prepaid, what you see is what you get.
No extra fees and no surprises with US Cellular at Siskiyou, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine
that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Here at Lithium Driveway Field in Medford, it's halftime. And on the strength of a goal by Dan Martinez, the Ospreys lead in the match by a score of 1-0. First taste of action for the season for the team. Really more of a scrimmage or a friendly, if you will. And then on Tuesday, coming up, it's going to be a busy week of action for RCC. They'll head up to Seattle on Tuesday. They'll be in action at 11 a.m. in the NWAC friendlies against Columbia Basin. Then on Wednesday, they play Treasure Valley, and that match an early one at 8 a.m. Then on Wednesday, September 6th, the Ospreys will be back home, an 11 o'clock match against Tacoma. We will be streaming that on Table Rock Sports, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe Terry Ross will be bringing you the action on that match. As far as the women, and in case you missed it from earlier, the RCC women, 3-0 victors against College of the Siskiyous. They will play Tacoma on Wednesday at 1 p.m., followed by an 8 a.m. match against Treasure Valley on Wednesday. And then Sunday, they will scrimmage against OIT at 1 o'clock, and that will be over at their place. Then on Wednesday the 6th, they'll travel to Chemeketa. And then on Saturday, September 9th, that will be the next time they're at home, and they'll be playing against Lane Community College, a match that will be here at 2:30 p.m., and we'll be bringing you that action right here on TableRockSports.net. As far as the volleyball program is concerned, and they've already had a little taste of scrimmages against SOU and Oregon Tech, also Corbin earlier this week, and Vanguard on Thursday. They will head up to Seattle and play Edmonds on Friday the 25th. Later that day, they'll take on Olympic in a match. And then on Saturday against South Puget Sound, and also an evening match against Bellevue. And they will be at home next on Friday, September 8th at 6 p.m. And again, that will be streamed on TableRockSports.net. So a little indication of what's up ahead for the athletic programs at RCC. We're just a few moments away from the start of the second half. Dan Martinez, on Victor Martinez Appreciation Night, delivers the goal to give his team a 1-0 lead. After we take this time out, we will be back and get you ready for the start of the second half. It's the Ospreys versus the Eagles here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Getting ready to bring you the second half of action. The Ospreys leading in this one by a score of 1-0. Again, kind of a new look Ospreys team, and look in terms of players returning from last year. You got Gio Rodriguez. I believe Valdivinos was a part of last year's team, but playing a bigger role. Reese Fletcher is back. Mickey Redondo. And then Dan Martinez last year took the year off, so we had another year of eligibility. He's playing this year. And Gabe Dyer, a part of the program, and along with Cody Brinkerhoff. And a couple other players up, but other than that, a whole bevy of new players for RCC, and so we're getting our first look at them, and it's always kind of interesting to see the players that returned, what their roles look like as maybe they step up into bigger roles. When I think about the Ospreys attack in years gone by, I think the top three leading scorers 2 seasons ago were Joel Sherrod and Randy Rodriguez, Johnny McCoy in a part of that group, and then last year Victor Martinez, a big part of the attack, and Randy and Johnny also a big part of that squad, and had a lot of defenders. Think about guys like Dane Kubo and Albert Barrias and a few other guys that were a part of that team who, after a couple of years, well, you move on to other things, sometimes into other college programs or maybe on to USL ball. And I know we even had a couple of players that are trying to get on maybe with teams in other countries. So always, I guess that's the constant there, is change. And at least the Ospreys so far in this ball game have spent a lot of time on the defensive third of the field, but they've managed to keep the opposition off the scoreboard. I guess one of the things that I'll be looking for is to see who ends up being that guy who can end up being the one who puts goals in the back of the net and helps put together some results for them. We're just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. appreciate all the sponsors that help make these broadcasts possible, such as Lithia Dodge Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Also think about U.S. Cellular, John L. Scott Real Estate, and then also these guys as well. So we'll go ahead and recognize our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with the second half.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Back here at Lithia and Driveway Field number 10, Gary H. Wheeler Field. Most squads assembled at their respective benches, getting ready for the start of the second half. Jim McCoy here on the call with you. Johnny McCoy here on the camera. And once again, it's fun to once again be a part of Rogue Community College Athletics here on TableRockSports.net. Looks like they're exchanging pleasantries, and I see Darren Van Len headed up this way. It makes me wonder if not because of air quality that maybe they're going to call it good right here. As you see the handshakes and all of that going on. I'm going to check on my weather app here and get an idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to air quality concerns, we are unfortunately going to have to call an end to this match at the half. We do thank everybody who came out this evening to support the opening day for our Ospreys and for helping us celebrate the life of Victor Martinez. Please give our players a round of applause. Thank you.
So, in case you missed that, due to air quality, they're going to go ahead and call it a match here at the half. You can see the Ospreys making their way across, showing their appreciation for the fans that have come out this evening. So for the friendly match, the Ospreys take away a 1-0 victory. Well, it's been fun to be with you this night and also get a chance to take a look at the 2023 edition of the RCC Ospreys. Our congratulations to head coach Greg Millick. And also earlier this evening, I had a chance to RCC women with a 3-0 victory. But we'll go ahead and call it a night here. And once again, we'll be back bringing you the action as the RCC men once again return home after some time in Seattle. And they'll get set to play Tacoma on Wednesday, September 6th. So if you can't be down here at the field, be sure, by all means, to hit the subscribe button on the Table Rock Sports YouTube channel, and you'll get an alert when those streams go live. For Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thanks for joining us this evening, and have a great night.